Good afternoon, everybody on YouTube. This is Rick Thomas from Obsolete Video Services. Hey, guys. All right, I have a job coming in for some 1-inch IVCs, which I explained in earlier videos. This is a very rare, rare machine. Biggest problem with these machines are video heads, and there's not many of these machines that actually still work in the entire country. It's a pretty rare oddball machine these days. As you know, I've got two of these, and I've got one IVC professional editor. It's a 960. This is an extremely rare machine from 1969, 1970. I got this by luck, and I have never seen another one like it. But anyways, this is an IVC 1-inch format. As I spoke in a previous video, you got your Type C, you got your Type A. Okay, but then you got these IVCs. So generally there was around 3 formats of 1-inch during the 60s and 70s and 80s that was around. And it was a digital 1-inch, which I do not have here, but there was a digital 1-inch machine that was created as well. But as far as the old school ways of doing things, there was generally 3 different formats: the Type A, Type C, and the IVC model. I've been getting people been asking me questions about this machine, so until I get this job, I should be getting this tape probably around 3 or 4 o'clock. They have a bunch of them that they need done. This is a very hard format to get done. We make video heads for my machines. I found a solution to actually making video heads for these machines. So I actually do make video heads that actually do work on these machines. But as far as this machine is concerned, what did I do to the people are asking, what did I do to these machines to get them up and running? Well, the main power capacitors on these units, when I first got it, actually turned the unit on. It actually caught on fire. I mean, seriously, the capacitors were smoked. So I had to change a lot of capacitors on this one, and 2 main power output capacitors on this unit that was also dried out. So capacitors go really bad on these machines. Again, on these IVCs, it's a really nice format. A lot of small TV stations at the time. This is a color. It is a black and white and color machine. So a lot of TV stations at the time just getting started. Some of the early television stations, they did have these on hand. So what they would do is they would drop video from 2-inch or 1-inch. If it was something they needed to make a copy of for storage, they would drop it onto this machine and put it in storage, or they would use this as a broadcast machine for broadcasting on air, like news programs, in-house stuff, that type of thing. This is a really nice machine, and this is an IVC 870. This is a color editor machine. So basically, it does have a flying erase head on it, and this basically they can get some really clean video out of this thing when they're recording directly to it. It's a very nice machine. Biggest problem with these machines are video heads. I mean, you just can't get them. So I actually have to fabricate my own heads to make these machines work. I do have 3 of these, and it's a very, very rare obsolete video format. There's not many around, and they sure in hell don't work. As I spoke in previous videos, I am an electronics engineer. I've been in broadcasting for over 35 years. So I know my way around these machines. I've been doing this a long time. When I started doing obsolete video services, my main goal was to help people out there with their archives, their collections, and their unique stuff that they might have found that they wanted to get archived. And we're in 2025 now, folks. Just trying to find somebody that can do this stuff. Good luck. There's very few people that can. This type of work is getting to be a dying animal. This is why I try to accumulate as much gear as I can get and find these old machines and create this arsenal of decks and user-friendly transfer service, which I'm doing to accommodate the customers that come to me that need this type of stuff. This is a customer that sent the tape, and they've been trying like hell to find a place that actually can do it, and they got more than one. I understand. I think they got like 40 tapes they need done, and of course, I'm known all over the world. People know what I do, and many broadcasting circles. People know exactly who I am. So we're getting a lot of work, starting to get stuff from various different cities, Ohio, Chicago, New York. I'm getting videotapes from all over the place. These are coming out of a Chicago archive, which was being done for believe a New York archive. So it's kind of a third-hand job that's being sent to me because I have the technology and skills to actually be able to achieve this for this customer. You have to be really set up to do this type of old school format. But anyways, this is a IVC. It's an overview of the machine. It's a really simple machine, really. The video heads are always the biggest problem with this machine, plus the capacitors, because these machines have been sitting a long time. They do catch on fire. If you ever find one of these, don't just turn it on. I recommend you overhaul the machine before you turn it on, because they will catch on fire. This one did. The capacitors literally caught on fire. So do not turn old equipment on like this if it's been sitting in storage or lockers or in very bad environments. The connections on this thing is relatively easy too. As you can see, it's got audio, 2-channel audio, 1 and 2. So basically, you just have to see if they ran the audio on one or both channels, whichever the situation is, and you make your connections appropriately to where you need to do it. Also, it's got a video color output video and also the video output mono video. There's 2 different outputs: black and white video, color video. And then you got your video in. This is a relatively simple machine. There's a high-powered fan underneath it that keeps this machine cooled, just like what I did with my rack. Super fast, high-powered fans to shoot cool air up into my Type A machine. You got to keep these machines very, very cool. This is why a lot of this stuff was in mainframe machine rooms. So I basically accommodated my living room as a broadcast television studio. Everything here in my living room is set up for doing broadcast videotape transfers, you name it. I can wheel it in, connect it, and off to the races, and I can get the tape done. There's not many places you can walk in the door with this type of stuff these days, guys. This is really getting obsolete, and I do mean obsolete. There's not many people or technical engineers like myself still in existence that know how to use this stuff. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this little overview of the IVC machine. It's a very unique machine, and I just thought you'd enjoy this video.